Alright friends, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, good evening one and all. Fine. Good evening Sagar, good evening Tonu, and good evening Harshit, and good evening everyone else as well. Myself Shabnam, I welcome you all at the Code Ark, aim to train people for coding as well as AI, ML, machine learning, data science and maths. Alright friends, fine. Okay, the friends who are new with us today, who have joined today, just to let you know that all our past lectures recording are present in our playlist on the channel by the name Full Stack Web Development. This is the day 5 today. We could not meet last week Thursday and Friday. Those 2 days session will be replaced and rescheduled in the coming days. Alright, fine. Okay, a very quick recap of what we have learned last time. First of all, we started using Visual Studio Code to write HTML programs. Then we understand how to create ordered list and unordered list using HTML. Correct? Yes, Chirag. Yes, Vasim. Good evening. Fine. HTML में ordered और unordered list कैसे बनाते हैं? This was something we were talking about. Okay. Also, somewhere in the middle of the lecture last time, we started talking about the table tag. A table is a structure in HTML made up of horizontal lines called as rows and vertical lines called as column, or horizontal shelf called as a row and vertical shelf called as a column. I think we were left to do one small part of table called as row span, although we created or we used call span, right? Fine. Okay, never mind. To begin with the class today, I will once again start with a table tag, showing you the difference between row span and call span so that you understand how to merge rows and columns in the table. Before that, feel free to ask any sort of question in the chat box. We will be very glad to answer you back. I hope you got my point. Is it fine? Table tag, TR and TD were the tags to create table we had used last time. Hoping you are understanding. So here we go. This is my Visual Studio Code. Okay. For my friends who felt it too fast, if you think I was too fast, I do it one more time. Visual Studio Code. In the class last time, you will find it in our recordings. We had shared with you the link how to download Visual Studio Code. It's free to download. It's a Microsoft product. It helps you to write program in many different programming languages. Right? So we launch Visual Studio Code. Okay. This is how it looks when you open Visual Studio Code. Number 2, I'm going to use the same folder which I created last time from my D drive, Full Stack Practice, if you have remembered. Okay, so I open a folder. Okay, D drive, Full Stack Practice. This folder we created last time. So I open the same. If you don't have any such folder, so no problem. So what I do is I create a new file. Let me close them all. I don't want them. I don't want. Guys, please cope up with us. Our OBS studio behind keeps reconnecting. Right? By the time we sort out this problem forever, it hardly takes a fraction of a second to buffer and get back to you. Okay? Okay, never mind. Alright friends, one more thing if you could see, एक और चीज अगर आप देखोगे तो today I have kept Go Live extension installed for our friends who were asking us last time to run the program using Go Live option. ठीक है, उस पर हम एक बार फिर से आएंगे. पहला काम शुरू करने दीजिए, देखिए गौर से कैसे हो रहा है. I create a new file. This is an option in the folder to create a new file. Let me name the file as table practice.html. Okay, you see the new file has been opened here. Okay, I start coding HTML. HTML ends. This is a tag for our friends who are new with us today. HTML is a tag. Inside HTML tag, we write an entire HTML code or a program to design the web page. Once again, to quickly revise what we have done in our earlier days, हमने शुरुआत में क्या सीखा था? कोई भी वेब पेज के दो सेक्शन होते हैं, दो हिस्से होते हैं. One called as a head of the page, other called as a body of the page. In the head section, we ideally do a lot of setup or setting related code of the page. In the body, we ideally code the content which we want to display on the page. Okay. So head maybe we want title. Okay. Let me say tables or just table. Title closes. Let me close the head also. Head closes. As of now, inside the head section, we have used only one tag. That's a title tag. Very soon, most probably from tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow, day 6 or day 7 तो for sure, we will come to CSS. तभी आप head section का और use देखोगे. ठीक है, तो जब तक CSS नहीं स्टार्ट होता है, जावास्क्रिप्ट नहीं स्टार्ट होता है, तब तक हेड में हम टाइटल ही यूज करते चलेंगे. ठीक है, ओके फाइन. दिस इज हेड. नाउ कम्स बॉडी ऑफ द पेज. Body is where we write the main code. So inside the body, in heading one tag, I simply write table is as follows. Okay, heading closes. Right. Now 2-3 ways to run this program. First of all, you open this HTML preview. You see where my mouse is right now, the first icon. But ये विजुअल स्टूडियो के साथ ये आइकन रेडीमेड आता नहीं है. इस आइकन, इस फैसिलिटी के लिए हमको एक्सटेंशन में से HTML प्रीव्यू इंस्टॉल करना पड़ता है. Is it right? What is extension? This is extension. If you do not find extension box already opened, no problem. You go to view menu. You will find your extensions. Otherwise, you will have Control Shift X always. Like your mobile phones have people app store. All my friends are present here. आपके Android में कैसे app store होता है? कोई भी नई ऐप आपको चाहिए तो आप तुरंत उस ऐप स्टोर में जाके ढूंढते हो और इंस्टॉल करते हो, right? So in Visual Studio Code, extension box is also this kind of a web store. For support of any new facility, any new feature, you have to install uska software related package. So how to open that app store over here? Control Shift X or extension box. I click to it. Right? Which app you want? यहाँ फर्क सिर्फ इतना है, फोन में आप ऐप बोलते हो, यहाँ पर हम एक्सटेंशन बोलते हैं. Got it? तो which app you want, we have to download it. Say live server. So this is, I have already kept it installed now. First option जो आएगा, live server is very easy to run the program. Okay. Live server, the first option that comes. If it shows you uninstall, means it is already installed. See, if I click somewhere here, it is giving me an option to install. That means ये पहले से install नहीं है. Correct? Anyways, the first option is what we want for HTML, but it is already installed, so I close this. That day, which one we had selected, you remember? HTML preview. HTML preview. Okay, but it is already installed for us. Check it out. It is already installed. Because this extension is installed, you find this kind of symbol. So if you click to it, it will show you output on the right side. Whatever changes you make, say is as follow or it is below, as shown below. So this is one of the quickest method to rectify the output. But all kind of output is not supported here. Sometimes some images don't flash, sometimes some frames don't come. So the best way to do is what? Best way to do is you just click on this go live option. go live my friend. ओके, लाइव सर्वर इंस्टॉल करने पर ही ये बॉटम राइट में आपको ऑप्शन आएगा गो लाइव. ये पहले से नहीं आता है विजुअल स्टूडियो कोड में. सो व्हेन यू क्लिक टू गो लाइव, come on, when you click to go live, it takes hardly any fraction of second of time, and the browser is open and output is here. Correct. So this is another method using live server. Now you just have to make changes in the code and refresh the page behind it as shown below, or it is as shown down. For example, save this. Oh, you look, even if you do not refresh, the effect is here. See, I have not refreshed the page. Okay, the table is created using table tag. Okay, the reason why it is not reflecting because I did not save this. Okay, just save and the output is there behind. Are you getting it? This is the use of live server, and it is one of the most preferred way to run the program in Visual Studio Code. All our friends who have joined us late, please summarize this point. हमने अब तक क्या सीखा? In Visual Studio Code, how to run the program using option live server. Recall, come on. Step number 1, from marketplace, मतलब वो app store जिसे हम यहाँ पे extension कहते हैं. Search and download as well as install the option of live server. If it is already installed, it will give you an option to uninstall. First one select करना है और इसे install करिए. Install करते ही you will find the option of go live in your Visual Studio Code somewhere in the bottom right. Are you understand? It is not showing me right now because the program has already been launched. आप इसको बंद करके फिर ओपन करिए, वो दोबारा आ जाएगा. फिर भी नहीं आता है तो कोई बात नहीं, Visual Studio Code बंद करके अगेन स्टार्ट करो. Close Visual Studio Code, close it. In case if you don't find the option of go live, friends. Okay, so this is code. Chaliye, this is code. You do not find the option of go live, don't be panic. Just close Visual Studio Code and open it again. Alright, I'm opening the same folder. Yeah, from my D drive. Full stack practice, select. Okay, and I go to the same file which I kept created. Alright, give it some time. My go live takes some few seconds of more time to be launched here. Hoping you are understanding. Okay, as soon as it comes, I'll show you one more time. The option called as go live. Is it okay? By the way, I had showed you last time. I had shared with you last time one more way. One more option. People see this is go live. Okay, can't we see the title of the page in HTML preview, ma'am? No, Akila. It's a very good question that you are asking. Akila, may I know you are he or she? If I'm not wrong, you are she, correct? If I'm not wrong. Okay, Akila is asking a very, very good question. See, cannot we see the title of the page in preview option? Answer is actually no. Okay, all that you can see is just the name of the file. My friend, you can see title only in the browser. Okay, this answer is not only to Akila, to all of my friends who are attending the class. Good, thank you. टाइटल आपको सिर्फ ब्राउजर में दिखता है एंड आउटपुट जिधर आ रहा है वो ब्राउजर नहीं है, इट्स विजुअल स्टूडियो कोड एडिटर. गुड क्वेश्चन. दैट्स द रीजन आई टोल्ड यू everything comes with pros and cons, right? So if you execute your program this way, some tags may not give you the effect. कुछ टैग का इफेक्ट आपको दिखकर हो सकता है ना भी आए. गुड क्वेश्चन माय फ्रेंड, कीप इट अप. Anyways, coming, this is the body tag. Body opens, body closes. Let's quickly create a table. So table border is equals to, let's give 1. Okay, table closes. Table, I want to create a very simple table with 4 rows and 3 columns. Are you understanding? 4 rows and 3 columns. So what do I do? Say tr, tr. So this is the first row and 3 columns we want, right? So td, let me call it this way, column 1, TD closes. If you don't mind, I save our time. Column 2 and column 3. Let's run the table till here. I save this. I click go live. Okay, so column 1, column 2, column 3. But in the next row, column 1 and column 2, I want to merge. Okay, I want to merge. I am also not. I'm not getting to go live option. Okay, so yeah, I'll come to you in the end or somewhere in the middle. I'll come to you, so I'll solve your problem. Take it. Column 1 and column 2 if I want to merge. So what can I do? What can I do? Okay, tr. So td, my friend, if you write call span equals 2, that means 2 column will be merged. Can we see the quickly output here, please? Okay, you see the 2 columns have been merged. And if I write calls, if I do not write call span, हम अगर call span नहीं लिखते हैं, so you see column is created with default width, right? It is created with the default width. But if you want to merge the 2 column, so using option or attribute call span, you mention how many columns you want to merge. So call span is used to merge column of the rows. Is it okay? चलिए, क्या चाहिए आपको उसमें? Column 4 TD. It ends. Alright. You remember somebody was asking last time that what if I don't use align? Look, column 4 starts from the beginning of the column, but I want this to be in the center. How do we do that? We say align equals center. Am I right? Come on, we want to create another column now. So we say TD, no call span. अभी call span नहीं करना, बचा ही नहीं कुछ भी, एक ही column बचा है. So let me say column 5. Text to be displayed inside the column. Is it right? We save this. I hope you got my point. But people, this time, see, the 2 rows ended. Now another row begins. आप गौर से देखो, अभी तीसरा row start होता है. This is second row ended, right? Now the third row starts. Remember comment? How do we write comments? This is comment and this will not be executed, right? So let me write here. Third row begins. Okay, and third row ends. Okay. Third row begin. Coding for third row ends. Okay, so inside the third row, first column, I write TD. But guys, eyes open, check the output and tell me, instead of call span, this time I say row span equals 2. Alright, I write row span equals 2. Okay, if the effect could not be seen so clearly here, no problem. Okay, it could be seen, I think. Okay, I write column 5, right? This time I write column 6. Okay, so this is TD coming to the end. Column 6. Alright, let me see if it could be clearly seen here. Okay, let us complete that. Okay, column 6. Alright, now ideally what do I want to do? Let me complete the coding and then I show. Okay, let me complete this code. TD. Column 7. TD. Column 8. Okay. This is third. TR. 1 minute. Let me complete so that output can be clearly understood. उतने से output नहीं समझने आ रहा है. Okay, friends, if you could see one thing now. See, this is third row started. Let me remove the empty lines here. गौर से देखो, it's very simple. See, third row started with 3 columns, third row ended. Am I right? So third row started from here, but column 6 ने क्या किया, 2 row को span कर दिया है. Column नहीं, row. My friend, row spanning means what? Check my diagram here. Check it once. Okay, check it once. Check it once. See, this is my table. ये table है. Correct? This is first row with 3 columns. Boys and girls, concentrate. Column 1, column 2, column 3. So we have written like this: C1, C2, C3. Okay. What did we do here? We have merged 2 columns. मतलब ये line नहीं है, इसको हमने merge कर दिया. And together we call this as column number 3. Sorry, column 4 I think, right? So this is 4. And this is column number 5. Right? So this is called as column span. Means merging the column. Right? But in the third row what we did? This is first row, this is second row. In the third row, say this is row number 3, this is row number 4. Okay. In the row number 4 what we did is, we did not merge the column. देखिए column अभी भी उधर ही है. In fact, we have merged these 2 rows. So this line is not there. Now, ये पूरा एक cell है. Are you understanding? This is full one cell, right? So we have merged these 2 rows. Right? So if you are removing the vertical line, that means you are merging the 2 columns. And if you are removing the horizontal line, that means you are merging the 2 rows. Right? So now what will happen, by the way? What will happen, tell me? Column number 7 will be C4, C5 now. Column number 6 will be created here. Column number 7 will be created here. Column number 8 will be created here. But when you go to, this was third row. When you go to fourth row का पहला column ये नहीं, बल्कि ये बनेगा. Why? Because this column is already taken into the area of the previous row. Correct? यहाँ पर हमने row span कर दिया है ना, यहाँ पर हमने row को span कर दिया है. Right? Fine. So if this is your table, this is your table, guys. Come on. 1, 2, 3. ऐसे बताइए. 1, 2, 3. And you want to merge column. That means this will be the call span. Last attempt to make you understand. इसको हम कॉल स्पैन बोलेंगे. अब ये 2 मिलाकर एक कॉलम हो गए. एंड इफ यू इरेज द हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन, दैट मीन्स दिस इज द रो स्पैन. इज इट राइट? फाइन. सो व्हाट वी विल डू इज, सी, सेकेंड रो हैज 3 कॉलम, 1, 2 एंड 3. तो जब आप थर्ड रो में जाओगे तो कोडिंग खाली पहले 2 कॉलम की ही करना, तीसरा कॉलम उसका दूसरे रो ने ले लिया. You got my point? तीसरा कॉलम उसका दूसरे वाले रो ने ले लिया. So how will we do now? See, I have given row span here where column 6 is written. Then comes column 7. Then comes column 8. Now when the fourth row starts, open your eyes, guys. Open your eyes. See, when I create the first column, आप देख रहे हो column कहाँ बन रहा है? It is creating the column here. Why? Because this column is already taken by the previous row. Right? So I write here column, say 9. Check where it has created. TD, it ends. And last column, that means column 10. And again TD closes here. Good, thank you. Others also please acknowledge, friends. Have you understood row span and call span? If you acknowledge, it's very easy for us to go ahead. Row span, call span, very clearly understood. Sure. Okay, I will keep last 5 minutes of the lecture today reserved for very small example and a quick example in which I will create table with multiple row and column spans. Is it fine? Okay, less people are acknowledging. Only one or two of my friend got it. Who said yes here? रो स्पेन कॉल स्पेन आपको क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं, और अगर नहीं हुआ तो प्लीज लिखकर बताइए. आई विल कम अप विद अनदर एग्जांपल. व्हेन डू वी मर्ज कॉलम्स, व्हेन डू वी मर्ज रोज, दैट वे. ऑलराइट. Okay. Okay guys, fine. Now after understanding table structures, this is not only about table. Inside the column you can go, thank you. Inside the column you can also insert images. Remembered? कॉलम के अंदर हम इमेज भी इंसर्ट कर सकते हैं, उस इमेज को लिंक भी बना सकते हैं. 100 of other things we can do. For example, if column 10 I want to make it as a link, what will I do? Anchor tag, href is equals to, okay, anchor tag, href is equals to, let's take any file from here. Let's take first program.html. So I write here first program.html. In between opening and closing of anchor, we write column 10. Is it right? Check it out. So TD opens, and inside the TD there is a link. Please check it out once. See, TD opens and TD closes, and inside the column there is a link, correct? So you see column 10 is now linked. If I click to this link, okay, I think we have taken to another page which is firstprogram.html. and if you cannot see properly here, आपको यहाँ पर अगर नहीं समझ में आता है तो कोई बात नहीं, come back, refresh it. Okay, 1 minute, I lost somewhere. Something happened here. What was that? Column 10, right? Okay, never mind. It's okay. I think we just wanted to see how to link a particular object inside the column. Is that good? Now I would like to give you one homework. Okay, I would like to give you one homework. What you have to do is, आपको क्या करना है? Let me write at the end of my slide. Okay, at the end of my slide. Okay, so you have to create this type of list. Okay, say 1, chapter 1, 2, chapter 2, 3, chapter 3, 4, chapter 4, and inside that A, you will be writing a 4.1, B 4.2 for the people who are asking self-practice, but these all are underlined. That means they should be linked. Every list item should be a link, and on clicking to this link we should be taken to some other HTML pages, titles or subtitle. Is it clear? Fine. This way I'll post this on the WhatsApp group as well. Try to keep it done by tomorrow. See if you can do it or not. देखिए आप कर सकते हैं कि नहीं. Similarly you will be also creating one table. Okay, table आप कुछ ऐसे बना के रखोगे. Let me give you some standard question. Okay, this type of table you will create. Check once. Note it down in case if you have some pencil with you. This type of table. Okay, so this is your table. Okay. Apologies if the lines are not so straight. This way. Okay, here there are 3 columns. Okay, here there are 3 columns. आप देखोगे यहाँ पर 2 columns. See, this was actually a line here, right? This was actually a line here, and this was also actually a line here. Let me take this red color so that you understand. This was a line here. So 2 columns have been merged as well as 2 rows have also been merged. मतलब एक साथ में column और row दोनों को span कर डाला. समझ रहे आप बात? Okay, yes, Raji Guru, I will explain that again. Fine. Here also 2 columns and 2 rows we have spanned together. Right? Fine. So here you will write chapter 1, chapter 2. All are links. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. But chapter 5 has been created by merging 2 rows and 2 columns. Chapter 6. You see all the 3 columns have been merged here. Chapter 7. And this is full. Chapter 8. Alright, all of us. Okay, I'll try to post this picture a little better drawn on the WhatsApp group. But try to keep this table created with all links everywhere by tomorrow. You want, you can use the same page to link. हर एक को link एक ही दे देना वो भी चलेगा. Need not to create so many HTML pages. But try to make use of call span and row span, how to deal with them. Is that clear? I hope. Okay, my friends who are requesting call span, row span, I'll explain you one more time. But before that, guys, we will take a small topic called as HTML forms. Are you understanding? Guys, we will talk about today HTML frames. We won't be able to complete today because people have requested call span, row span one more time. So never mind, it's okay. Fine. HTML forms. First of all, try to understand forms are very, very important concepts in HTML or in the website. Alright, how many times, कितनी बार ऐसे हुआ होगा while using mobile phone app or website you have come across form? I bet almost every day. Understood? Knowingly, unknowingly, आप HTML form का सामना कई बार किए होंगे. Number 1, for example, I go to Facebook, but unfortunately I don't have an account. So I go to create sign up. Am I right? What will Facebook ask me to sign up? Maybe your name, maybe username, maybe password, or maybe date of birth to verify you can be a valid account holder or not. Is it? So that controls where you enter the data is nothing but a form. I hope you got my point. Is that correct? Fine. A feedback form. Fill up the feedback form online. आप ऑनलाइन फीडबैक फॉर्म भरिए. Rate us between 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. Am I right? Write some additional comment like how we can improve or how somebody else can improve. So that place where you input all this data to internet or to the server, that is called as a form. I hope you got my point. Is that correct? इंटरनेट पे या वेबसाइट्स पे people वो इंटरफेस जहाँ पर यूजर इनपुट देता है, HTML collects the user input in its form. I hope you got my point. Is that correct? For example, Amazon also, people, you try to add so many items in the cart. Right? So adding item in a cart is what? That is also one kind of a form control. Is that clear? Fine. Give a feedback as I told you. Registration forms. So that is again a form. Alright. So let's see how to create किसी भी website के लिए एक particular form. I have divided the concept of form into 2 parts. First part of HTML forms we will study today. And the second part of HTML form we will study tomorrow. Form is a big topic. आप form समझोगे तो ही आपको JavaScript आएगा. Right? So be little cautious, be little careful. Try to understand each and everything about HTML forms. Right? ठीक है. So first of all, let me take a new file. Okay. Let me give it a name as form practice.html. First of all, always remember this is HTML. I skip the head part. Okay, I skip the head part. HTML closes. I skip the head. This is body. This is body closing. Okay. Visual Studio Code is known for this kind of auto suggestion people. आपको इसका फायदा उठाना है. जैसे कि because body is the last tag open. देखिए गौर से please. Body is the last tag as of now open. Definitely आपको body ही first tag होगा to close. So the moment you write angular bracket, it suggests you which one you want to close. Instead of typing, just select it. Even after selecting using your up and down arrow keys, you hit enter, वो हो जाएगा. So first thing about form is created inside a form tag. Right? Opening of the form tag, closing of the form tag. People, this is a very very important topic in HTML. फॉर्म एक ऐसी जगह होती है जहां से हम वेबसाइट पे यूजर से इनपुट लेते हैं. You got my point? Fine. We can take input from user from your website or on your web page. That's called as a form. Alright. Okay, fine. This is the first control of the form called as label. Label is used to display the static message on the form. Label is used to display the static message on the form. Like enter your name. For example, I am creating some registration form. Alright, आपको ये कोर्स के लिए रजिस्टर करना पड़ेगा तो उसके लिए हमने भाई ऐसा फॉर्म बनाया है. Say enter your name. Label closes. You want, you can see the output. Okay, check, this is the label. I hope you got my point. Is that clear? Fine. Where am I? Here. So this is the label. So label just displays the static content. What do you mean by static? Something that cannot be changed. आप कितनी भी बार रिफ्रेश करो, वेब पेज का कंटेंट वही रहने वाला है. उसको हम बोलते हैं स्टैटिक. Am I right? आप रिफ्रेश कर करके कीबोर्ड भी तोड़ दोगे, आउटपुट इज गोइंग टू बी सेम. दैट इज स्टैटिक. Then what is the opposite of static, people? Dynamic. For example, you see the clock in my taskbar. Say if I want to display time on the web page, I'll do it one day when we start learning JavaScript. ये काम हम करेंगे web page पर. For example, current date and time बताना है as per IST. I hope every time maybe you refresh the page, it is possible second is changing or minute is changing or hour is changing. So if I refresh now and if I refresh after 5 minutes, there is no guarantee output will be same. Correct? अभी रिफ्रेश किया और 5 मिनट के बाद भी रिफ्रेश कर डाला तो दोनों आउटपुट सेम रहेगा, कोई गारंटी नहीं है. That means it is going to produce the dynamic content. The same is true about GPS location. Correct or not, boys and girls? Fine. You open your Google map. See how frequently the GPS keeps changing the location the moment you move. As per longitude, latitude, GPS position change होता जाता है. तो that is again not a static. एक जगह टिकने वाला नहीं. It's not a static data. It's a dynamic, frequently changing data. Boys and girls, I hope you are understanding. Can we create this? Okay, Chirag, I'll come to your question. I didn't read. Sorry for that. Chirag, I'll come to your question. Okay, so enter your name. That is a label tag to create a static content. Okay. For some time I close this. Hoping you understand. Okay. Next tag we use is input. Input tag is used to accept input from the user on the form. You just have to mention what type of input you want. Alright, you just have to mention what types of input you want. Suppose I want name. Name is a text, friends. Right? So input type is equals to text. आपको input tag बंद करने का जरूरत नहीं है. देखिए वो ऑप्शन भी नहीं दे रहा है. You got my point? I've tried to close it as closing form. Input need not to be closed because input is a standalone tag. It is not a container tag. बंद कर भी दिया तो भी कोई मुश्किल नहीं. Leave it. It's a standalone tag. Check it out. You saw? If you feel it is too on the top, it is touching something, so never mind, give a break here. Give one line break, it will come down. Okay, so if I place my pointer here and if I type something, say the code arc, so that is nothing but a text. Inside the text bar you can type even number. For example, if I was about to write here my address, address contain pin code and pin code is a number. I hope you got my point. Correct? ठीक है. After that, I want another label called as enter your age. But if I type like this, label, enter your age, and I close the label, you see where it is showing. So never mind, give a break and bring it to the next line. It's not a block level tag. ये बताया था आपको पिछली बार people. Inline tag क्या होता है और block level tag क्या होता है. जो न्यू लाइन से स्टार्ट ना हो, जिसका आउटपुट न्यू लाइन पर ना दिखाई दे, that's an inline tag. And the tag who gives output every time on the new line, that's a block level tag. Correct? Alright, छोटी छोटी बातों को याद रखिए. For the people who are asking me some interview questions for HTML or web designing, so maybe we would ask you the difference between what are the block level tags and what are the inline tags. The tag whose output doesn't come by default on a new line, that means it's an inline tag. For example, input. And the tag whose output always on execution comes on the new line, like anchor people, or sorry, like your what should I say, paragraph tag or H1 tag, that means it's a block level tag. Right, so break, enter your age. We need an input box to accept the age, boys and girls, right? Age accept किधर करोगे भाई आप? उम्र कितनी है आपकी, एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए इनपुट बॉक्स चाहिए, फॉर्म पे बॉक्स चाहिए. So once again, let me take an input box. We say input, but only input is not enough. You have to write here what type of data you want to input. Age is a number, so I write here number. Right? If you feel this is too congested, no problem. Give one more break. एक और break दे दो. Hoping you are understanding. Correct? Enter your age. You want to bring it in a line. Okay, give some spaces here. Hoping you are understanding. फिर भी नहीं जाता है, फिर भी स्पेस नहीं आता है, तो कोई बात नहीं, NBSP यूज करिए, स्पेस आ जाएगा. Is that clear? Fine. अच्छा, what we have given, input type is equals to number. Now I type here, hello boys, 3, 4, 34. But I try to write here A, B, C, D. I'm hitting my keys hard from the keyboard so that you hear the noise. Right? But it is not typing in the text box. Why? Yes, it is not typing in the text box. The reason why, because type is number and number will never accept a text. Is it okay? The type is number और number कभी भी text accept नहीं करता है. I hope you got my point. Fine. अच्छा, after that let me say break. I give a break. You want to give 2 breaks, right? Enter. Okay, let me say enter your password. So label, enter your password. Okay. Label ends. Okay. So now what will I write? Input type is equals to not text, because if you write text and your password is apple, वो तो दिक्कत आ जाएगा भाई सबको. Am I right? What ideally happens when you write password? Password input करते हैं तो क्या होता है? Okay, the filled bubbles comes, heart filled is correct, or maybe some asterisk like this comes. तो ऐसा आने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? We will write here input type is equals to password. Is that clear? So now if I type apple, check. This is how it hides the text. I hope you got my point. Is that clear? Fine. Enter your password. Maybe enter your password again for confirmation. So on and so forth. Now I want to accept your gender also, giving you 2 options, male or female. So how will I do that? Come on. Again break. I'm giving 2 break because it looks little less congested. समझ रहे आप बात? So label, enter the gender. Label ends people, enter the gender or select the gender. Instead of enter, let me say select the gender. Select the gender. Okay, now people, for gender I am not creating input box. I don't want you to type male and female. हम नहीं चाहते आप टाइप करके बताओ, आप मुझे सेलेक्ट करके बताइए, क्योंकि ऑप्शन आपको 2 ही देना है. हमें ऑप्शन 2 ही देना है, you have to select only one. So how we will do that? Input type is equal to, you see by default it is giving me the input box radio. So now this is something which can be selected. I hope you got my point. Is that correct? Fine. What you want to display on this radio? Okay. Fine. You can't. Okay, it's okay. You want to write like this, mail. I hope you got my point. You write like this, mail. Okay. यहाँ पर value भी दे देना. That is also mail or anything you can write it. खाली m लिखा होता तो भी चलता था. Okay. Value means what? This is the data that goes to the server, not this one. कि मेल तो वो है जो यूजर को दिख कर आएगा, ये यूजर को दिखाने के लिए प्रेजेंटेशन पर आपने कौन सा सिलेक्ट किया, दैट इंफॉर्मेशन गोज थ्रू एट्रीब्यूट वैल्यू टू द सर्वर. गॉट इट? आप जब तक एक्नॉलेज नहीं करेंगे हम आगे ही नहीं बढ़ेंगे. माय फ्रेंड, यू सिलेक्टेड मेल और यू सिलेक्टेड फीमेल. सपोज देयर इज वन मोर चेक बॉक्स हियर, और लेट मी से रेडियो बटन. सो इनपुट टाइप इज इक्वल्स टू रेडियो, value is equals to something else, and I write here female. So you selected male or you selected female. How the database will come to know? मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा to store the selection? The value goes to the server. If you selected male, this value m goes to the server. If you selected female, this value f will go to the server. Hoping you are understanding. And one more thing, if you see here, the problem is what, see, I check both got selected. तो रेडियो बटन का फिर मतलब क्या हुआ? Because radio ideally allows only one selection. Alright, एक टाइम पर आप या तो मेल या तो फीमेल दोनों में से, that is the meaning of radio button, people, because there is another option coming up called as a checkbox. Checkbox allows you multiple selection. Like hobby, my friend, my hobby can be more than one at a time. I love coding, I love teaching, I love singing, or I love cooking, whatever it is. तो हॉबी एक से ज्यादा हो सकती है. आपका जेंडर तो भाई आपको दो में से एक ही सिलेक्ट करना है. ओके, सिटीजनशिप you have to select only one. You can't select 4, 4, 5 options there. So there are certain things which can be selected only one. Date of birth. How can you give option to select 5, 6 date of birth? हमारे 5-6 date of birth कैसे दे सकते हो आप? So somewhere selection has to be restricted to only one. एक select किया तो दूसरा नहीं select कर सकते हो आप. But यहाँ पर तो everything is getting selected if I keep check. Right? So what to do in that case? Put this two radio button in one group. कैसे एक ग्रुप में कैसे डालने का इनको? Just give them same name. Name is equals to say gender. Give any name, A B C X Y Z कोई भी नाम दे सकते हो. Again, name is equals to gender. Right? So type is radio, value is m, here value is f. But because both the radios have the same name, that means they fall to same radio group. Okay. Now if I select female and I go to check male, see female is gone. Try, it's gone. Right? So you have to put it in one group. चलिए उसके बाद में after that I give a break. Okay, I want to create, this does not look good, so bring it on a line. Okay, by the way, that was not important, but program becomes more readable if you write it line below line. Okay, ठीक है. Another option, select your hobby, or let me say choose your hobby. So inside label, choose your hobbies. Okay, now you may have one hobby or you may have 10 different hobby. एक hobby है या 10 hobby आपकी. Okay, so I give a break. I write input type is equals to. Don't write radio now, because if you want to allow more than one selection. Yes, Krutika, you are right, my friend. Krutik Kumar. Krutik, in the backend, value is going to be stored. You are 100% right. आपने M select किया, male select किया, female select किया. See what is Krutik asking? Table में जो selection store होगा वो it will not be this. Okay, this is the value, or let me say this is the caption of the radio button which you want to display to the user on the form, right? But on selection of this button, what will be stored in the table will always be the value behind. I hope you got my point. Fine. The more we learn about JavaScript, more it will get clearer. Okay. Chaliye, choose your hobby. Choose your hobby. So this time I give input type is equals to checkbox. Okay. Same thing here also. Give some value. Say surfing. Surfing. Okay, you can give any other value as well. To save my time, I copy and I paste it. Okay, people थोड़ी देर के लिए इसको पीछे लेते हैं ताकि हमारी रीडेबिलिटी बढ़ जाए. Okay. Value is equals to say playing. Okay. Value is equals to say coding. Is that correct? I stop here. You can create as many hobbies as you want. But if you see, checkbox allow multiple selection. And that should be allowed as well. You want, you can put them in one group. For those who are thinking, even if you put them in one group, they will still allow multiple selection. जैसे सबको एक ही name दे दिया. Name is equals to H for hobby. Control V. So name is equals to H for hobby. It will still allow multiple selection. Alright, so checkboxes are used ideally to allow multiple selection. Radio buttons are used to allow single selection. Hoping you are understanding. Clear? Fine. Acha. Now as per Krutik's question again, you selected surfing. But in the database, आपकी hobby क्या है? I will store this value. Right? Playing is not a hobby. So coding is your hobby. So you selected these two. The database will show, or it will store the value surfing, comma coding. I hope you got my point. Is that okay? Fine. Acha. The most important thing on the form, people. अभी सबसे काम की बात. The most important thing on the form, that is button. So let me say input or let us give us a break here. Okay. Input type is equals to button. I hope you got my point. Value is equal to submit. Okay. Value is what is the caption that will be displayed on the button. And say I want one more button to be created. So input type is equals to button. Let me say value is equals to clear. Say I want to clear the form. Right. So one is going to be the submit button, another is going to be the clear button. Of course ये button को click करने से क्या होना चाहिए उसके लिए तो भाई तुम्हें coding लिखना पड़ेगा. But that is not just coding, guys. It's going to be a logic based program. HTML cannot do that. For that we need a programming language, not a markup language, to code for what should happen when someone clicks the button. Okay, so submit करने पर ये जो भी data suppose मैंने enter किया, say name Raj, age 13, password blah 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 whatever, gender male, hobbies coding, just one hobby, and I click to submit. Okay, क्या करना है भाई? ये सारा डेटा पीछे database में store करना है तो उसके लिए कोड लिखना पड़ेगा. This is something HTML comes to a halt. Now, this is where the entry of JavaScript comes. Because it is JavaScript who will write the code to store data. Take data back till backend and store it. Alright. If someone clicks on clear, how the data should be removed from the respective boxes, input boxes. That's also a coding based action that will be taken again by JavaScript. Alright. Good. मैम नॉर्मल टेक्स्ट एंड लेबल में क्या डिफरेंस है? चिराग, नॉर्मल टेक्स्ट और लेबल देखिए व्हाट हैपेंस इज समटाइम्स वी क्रिएट if I don't write anything in a label, suppose select your city, I write like this, select on a new line, okay. Select your city. So it still displays. But sometimes what happens, कभी कभी क्या होता है, we say enter number 1, okay, and then input type equals text. Wait, a very good question Chirag is asking. Enter number 2. Okay. Enter number 1 and enter number 2. Now suppose you enter here 6 and here you enter say 10. Now I want to display the total of 6 and 10. Understood? कहाँ बट किधर डिस्प्ले करोगे? तो अभी लेबल काम आता है. In that case what we do, हम एक empty लेबल बनाकर रख देते हैं like this label. अभी ये आपको दिखाई नहीं देगा. See, can you see the label anywhere? No, it's an empty label. Understood? So now this empty label will go to JavaScript and it will set some value on it. Understood? Now this cannot be done in case of a simple text. Am I right? Suppose I have an empty label here. Okay, say if I write something like this, so it writes here. But if I remove it, मतलब label है, आपको दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, हमने उसे खाली label बनाकर रखा है. हो सकता है सबमिट बटन पे क्लिक करने से ये दोनों ऐड होकर उस लेबल पे आउटपुट दिखाएगा. Is that clear, Chirag? I would be glad if you could acknowledge you understood about it. Right? So labels can be used this way, right? You can create them empty first, and on clicking on the submit button, some output will be displayed on them. So it's like a board. Otherwise, you can set those static text without label as well. Okay, if others are also wondering, friends, तो लेबल का क्या जरूरत है जब बगैर लेबल के भी ये होता है तो करेक्ट. ऐसे तो guys, ऐसे तो see, even if I write something, see, okay, if I write something like this, paragraph, hello, hi, paragraph ends. But even if I write without paragraph, hello, hi, it still writes. Am I right? But I want with paragraph tag, I can align equals somewhere, say center. See, it got aligned. Chirag, are you understanding? But फिर आप इसको कैसे align करोगे? इसके पीछे कोई tag चाहिए ना? This cannot be aligned. Am I right? Align equals to center. I can give some effect, like I want a green color shadow behind, or a background color of blue color behind. So that is possible. Right? So hello hi can be written without paragraph tag also. Tag में नहीं लिखा तो भी तो output आने वाला है. Then why do you use tags? No, but different effects can be given only using tag. I hope that's clear. Chirag, that was your question. Okay, Chirag is asking one more question. Ma'am, बहुत सारी जगह ऐसा भी लिखा होता है input type is equals to text. That means input box opens and input box close. Okay, I'll come to this point which you are asking Chirag tomorrow in the second part of the form, where I will show you both. That is the shorthand of opening closing of the tag. Please remind me one more time to go tomorrow. Copy paste the same question so that others also understand. Right? This is another way of writing tag. ये tag लिखने का एक अलग तरीका होता है. Shorthand method हम बोलते हैं. Tag open भी हुआ और close भी हो गया. Understood? Open भी हुआ और close भी हो गया. Right? But as of now, let's not prefer it. You will be confused. Okay. So simply we open this way and we close that way. Ideally, the container tags are let me say the standalone tags are used in a shorthand format. Is that clear? Fine. Okay, class. Okay, fine. Okay. Students, what we will do, because I have a connected class now. Tomorrow we will log in 10 minutes early. Listen to me carefully. कल हम lecture 10 मिनट पहले शुरू करेंगे. That is from 3:50. So tomorrow class will start from 3:50 instead of 4 p.m. Okay, and from 3:50 to 4, 5 or 4, 10. Okay, we will do call span and row span. Right? तब तक आप क्या करिए, आज की रिकॉर्डिंग एक बार फिर देखिए so that it becomes easier for you. I will take another strong example. See this one only I will solve it. आज जो आपको होमवर्क दिया ना मैंने, right? इसी को I will code it in front of you tomorrow. Call span, row span. Okay, now due to short of time, I won't be able to take up today. I won't be able to extend the session. Right? So all those who have not understood, they have doubt, first give your hands on. Yes, please give your hands on. नहीं समझा फिर से एक बार रिकॉर्डिंग देखिए. I will go into more depth and detail tomorrow. Okay, another good example, another easier example. My best, I'll see how can I explain it. कल भी नहीं समझता है तो परसों फिर 10-15 मिनट जल्दी लॉगिन लेंगे. वो बच्चों के लिए जो खास तौर पे नहीं समझ रहे हैं. Is it okay? Fine. Tomorrow, by the way, we will be learning about frames. We will be learning HTML form part 2, where I will teach you methods of form, get, post, what is action, how to deal with the submit button, etc. Okay, there is one more control of the form we did not use today called as a drop down list. That also. We will do homework and post in the group. Chirag, if you post in the group, what will happen? Others will also be disturbed. That's the problem. So I'll see how will I deal with that. Okay, or for homework we will create one special group. Okay, जिनको homework पे कोई doubt है या कुछ चीज पूछना है उसके लिए I'll create one homework वाला group. Only those people who do not want to be disturbed by again and again messages will join there. I don't mind, but I think others will be disturbed by. We feel so. That's the reason we are little reluctant for that. Is it okay? Fine. We are online 24/7. We sometimes reply you late due to engagement in one or the other activity. But हम हमेशा लगभग WhatsApp पर तो रहते ही है. कोई ना कोई आपको रिप्लाई कर ही देगा. देर ही सही बट कर देगा. Is it okay? Fine. So call span, row span वाला point I have kept it pending. We'll do in 15-20 minutes again tomorrow. You watch the recording again. Call span, row span का थोड़ा और आइडिया लीजिए. होमवर्क भी करिए. आपको 2 क्वेश्चन और होमवर्क में करना है आज के लिए. This one. Okay. Create your resume using HTML table. Okay, using HTML table. So say first name or let me say qualification so and so. You got my point? Keep this homework done for self practice by tomorrow. Okay, name so and so. Try to you design the table on your own. Okay, HTML table के through आप resume कैसे बनाओगे, CV कैसे बनाओगे. You try to bring a little more let me say creativity into it. थोड़ा अपने दिमाग से सोचिए क्या creative हो सकता है. Try to go beyond what we have learned. Internet has got so many things to teach you. हम जितना सीख रहे टेबल फॉर्म लिस्ट उतना ही है वैसा नहीं है. There are so many other things beyond also that we can master and learn. But these are the basics foundation. इतना समझ गया तो आगे कभी भी कुछ भी समझ जाएगा. Hoping you are understanding it. And also try to create a student admission form using HTML forms. So 3 questions you have got to practice. One of the table drawing. This one I'll post in the group. Number 2, resume using HTML table. Try. Number 3, admission form also using not table but this time HTML form controls. Right? Meet me tomorrow again. Tell me what challenges you come across. क्या नहीं कोड करने आ रहा है उसमें क्या नहीं समझ रहा है वो भी देखिए. I hope you got my point. Is it okay? Fine. I'm sharing the link of attendance form. My friend, do not forget to fill the attendance, please. That's very important to claim the certificate in the end. Okay, this is attendance. Okay, and sharing the link of WhatsApp group again in case if someone is new with us today. जिनको नहीं पता है उनके लिए खास तौर पर. Okay, fine. It's okay. Okay, my friend, I'll do that. Okay, community, I'll do that. Okay, this work I'll do. I might take some time because I'm too occupied till the end of the day today. If not by today, maybe by tomorrow or day after last for sure. Okay, that will be especially for homework community of people who want to get the homework rectified. जो कोई self practice में अगर कहीं अटकते हैं और कोई assistance चाहिए तो उनके लिए खास तौर पर. Is it okay? Fine. All right, friends. Fine. See you back tomorrow sharp at 3:50. Till then, goodbye. And do not forget, if you really like our efforts, our work, please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, comment as much as you can. that keep us motivated. Fine. Goodbye. See you back tomorrow.